Hey guys, welcome to Waste Not Wednesday. We go live every Wednesday with tips and tricks on how to save money using things that are free or thrifted to turn it into new home decor. If you want to shop along with us, you can visit JamieRayVintage.com. We have paint and products on there, and that's where we sell our thrift flips.
So we have a bunch of thrifted floral, and we'll call it thrifted vessels. Are you going to sneeze?
No, I went too long without taking a breath.
You getting lightheaded over there?
Like, breathe, Jamie. All right, go ahead.
So thrifted vessels, all thrifted floral here. We've got some spare floral back there. I literally bought this for, I think it was $3, maybe $2, this whole thing back here.
It was $5, I thought.
Let me look. Now I got to look.
We haven't shown it because I was like, the problem with that vessel is somebody has glued the foam inside of it, and I hate taking that out. So I was like, I ain't listed it until then.
This is
California pottery.
Yeah, this California pottery, and it doesn't have its lid, but it's going to be
Maurice
great with floral.
Is what it looks like. Doris or Maurice. I need to look up the value on this, but it's beautiful soup tureen. Did not have lid. It was $6.99 at Savers, and we had 20% off. So even cheaper. That was what's that, like $1.30? I was like 5 something. Let's go with that. And we're going to use floral that we thrifted. I pick up bunches like this, anywhere from $2 to $4. One of my favorite new thrift stores, which is in Saratoga Springs, the Desert Industries.
It just opened.
They just have a ton of floral. It's really inexpensive. I picked up this wreath, you guys, y'all, for $1. We're actually going to part this out because cotton on its own isn't as popular, even though I still think it's gorgeous the way that it is. And then we picked up this for $3. All of the eggs are in good shape. Sometimes you find them and they're broken, but we're going to zhuzh it up a little bit, add some cotton in between.
It's got a broken piece on the top, so that needs a little repair.
And well, we're just going to hide it with some cotton. We're going to zhuzh it up. And then this color here is disgusting. That's like the best word I can say.
Here, let me show this close. Someone has like tried to do a salt wash textured finish.
But it looks bad.
Like, I don't know.
It looks moldy. But I'm going to paint it light pink, and I'm going to fix that up. And the reason we do this is because we are resellers. So I have to say that because some people are like, what do you do with all this crap? We sell it on our website at JamieRayVintage.com. We also have a retail store here in Lehigh, Utah. When I go to buy floral for my shop, it is ridiculous. Something like this wholesale would cost me $40. So you're telling me I'm going to sell this for probably $80+ because you got to recover shipping too. That ain't gonna happen. Like, Jamie don't play that. So I bought this for $3. I'll zhuzh it up. I'll sell it for probably like $34.95, maybe $39.95, somewhere in there. So really, when I do it like this, I'm able to sell for what I would be buying things at wholesale. So then my customers get a better deal. And I just don't feel like I want to sell something like that for like $1 million. I want to show you another really good tip while Zeb's taping off the
I'm just going to tape the eggs because we don't want pink on the bottom of all these eggs on the bottom.
This I found at the thrift store, but they did something really cool. Look how giant this wreath is. This wreath would probably wholesale for somewhere around $80+ because it's huge. It's luscious and thick. They took a really pretty garland, and all they did was zip tie it on. So sometimes if you're lucky, if you're not thrifting, but you go to the floral store, you can get these garlands for around $30 to $40. And then you would just need to buy a grapevine wreath, which aren't too expensive. I always thrift my wreaths, so you can find these for super cheap. Don't buy them new. And then just some zip ties.
So that's another reason we do this, because we like to give you guys ideas on what you could do with thrifted items.
So to give you an idea on this, I paid $5 for it. In my store, it'll sell about $40, and online, I'll probably have it for somewhere around $69.95, just because a box to build for this, it's going to cost a little bit more to ship than my website will calculate. But even then, at $69.95, it's still about $20 cheaper than if I ordered it wholesale. So this is why we do what we do. But I just want to show you this because I've never thought about just zip tying it on. Like, I usually use hot glue, but that is just genius. All right, I'm moving this out of the way.
All right, I think I have this glue. Do you have a brush? Did you
What?
bring a brush?
I
this
did. I
taped
just
up
brought a
enough.
little brush because I
Okay.
didn't want to.
I'm mostly just trying to block you from getting the bottoms of these eggs. So
Okay, I can do
don't
that.
go wild. I'm not taping up the whole thing.
So my question is, do you want to start painting those other vessels, or would you like to arrange this one?
Well, so while you were painting that, I was going to snip these off so that you had them. Are you wanting them short so you can just poke them into the floral
I don't need them
in
super
there?
long. But
There's
give me
floral
about,
foam underneath here in a big cone that you can see it. So we need to fill in some patches.
about an inch.
I'm going to give you like 2.5 inches and then we can cut more.
2.5 inches is going to go through the other side.
No, it's not.
You can always cut more. All right, he's going to disconnect that cotton wreath for me, and I'm going to get started. If you guys hold on a second. I need a drink. Oh no, now it's down the wrong pipe. I promise
Here,
I'm really a
just start painting.
If you guys recall was it last week? Week before last? We did those hearts and I took the vintage pink and I added that kissing booth to it and made a really pretty rosy color. I'm just going to use some more of that because I have a good amount left. Oh my goodness. I'm dying.
So if you're wondering why I'm using these nippers, I had side cutters somewhere. They are MIA. Who knows? They could be at the barn. They could be at the shop somewhere. They could be in the basement. They're not in my garage. So these, it's pretty easy to cut this floral wire.
So I'm just using this little brush because I'm having to go kind of up and under. Another thing I like to do too is I'll go to the dollar store and get their moss and add it to my floral arrangements. We don't have any, but I might add some later. Ray's Restoration, you can mix cottage colors. So the thing about it is the more you add DIY paint to it, the more you'll change the chemical makeup of the paint. But we used very, very little because DIY paint is so pigmented. It doesn't take much. It's like legit straight pigment that the top coat is still great. Like I don't have to top coat this just because I added Kissing Booth. Now, if you added a lot of another kind of water-based paint to change the color, then you probably would want to top coat it. But in this case, it was just minimal amounts of Kissing Booth to change the
I think
the
you're
hue.
actually going to need quite a few of these just because there's a lot of larger holes in here.
And this is how it came. Like it's not missing stuff. Just whoever did it left a lot of holes.
And it could just be because of the eggs. Like the eggs they're ovally and they have a space in between.
Hold on, I just have to block a user real quick. Yeah, so I'm super excited about this. If you guys have not watched, last night we went live in the shop and we had some new things that we put on sale. We've already sold, I'm so excited. We've already sold some of the prints and the mirrors. I wasn't sure if people would buy them because they were more higher ticket item, but I was able to.
But the price you got them at, like.
Yeah, they are a good deal. I was able to do some sale shopping online. And that's kind of our theme for 2023. Is I'm going to be either repurposing stuff and making inexpensive home decor that way, or I'm going to be seeing how many things I can find from my wholesalers on sale because they do offer sales periodically and I'll just get them when I can. That way we can give you guys good deals. And so we had a few things we showed last night, things that we've actually carried before, but we were able to mark down, which I was really excited about. The stupid troll came the second that Caitlin started cleaning her glasses. I could use a bigger brush, but I just grabbed a little one because.
So you've got options if you need to glue like these little ones because they're short. I'm just nipping the top off of them. And then you have some with stems that are longer if you need to stab them in. Some of these need a little zhuzhing. Someone's been touching. It's probably been kicking around the thrift store for a couple months. Usually, at least at our thrift stores, they've had items for months and they've transferred from store to store to store by the time we see them because some stores don't get as many donations and other stores get way more than they need. And so they disperse them through all the stores.
Yeah, so sometimes when you guys are at the thrift store, just look at something for parts. It's kind of like if you are an auto repairman and you go to the junkyard, you're not looking at the whole car. You're looking at individual elements so you can remake something else. Same concept on a smaller scale with floral. I've always kind of done it, but I really started thinking about it more when Debbie came to visit. She's like, you guys need more floral in your shop. So sometimes I'll buy stuff and I don't even like make it over. I just keep it. So as we have things that we paint and upcycle, my gals, Maria and Larissa, can come in and pull from our floral stuff and stage it up super cute in the shop.
All right,
And sometimes if Maria really likes the floral, she marks it super high so that way nobody buys it. Because she's like, I don't want to have to restage that. She wants to sell the item, but not the floral in it.
So I'm just going to keep going here. I was going to be like, okay, you have enough, but when am I going to get back to cutting this wreath apart?
Never.
So
And we've already pilfered it, so we might as well just part it out, and then we can just put it in a bag for later.
Yeah.
We'll be doing this all spring long. And this also, like, this is something that you can put in year round. Like, these are really cute in holiday decor, like Christmas, because it looks kind of like snow. All right, I think I got this vessel almost all the way painted. And then I will hot glue my
Do you need a heat
cotton
gun so you can dry that up real quick?
No, because I've got to put my cotton in, so I think it'll dry. And then I'm just
you're
going to
gonna do a
dark
second
wax
coat,
it. And I don't mind the shade of green that was on here. It was just too much. So I'm hoping some of it will come through. Maybe I'll just dress it a little bit. I don't know. Hold on. I got to go upside down here. Make sure I got all the angles. Sometimes after we're done being live, I look at stuff upside down and I'm like, oh, I totally missed that. Hello, Rex. Did you need a treat? Is that what you're in here for?
Oh, I don't know. Has he already had a treat?
Have you had a treat this morning, Rexy? He's like up there.
He's been with Jack, so there's a possibility he could have had like 9 treats. Because as long as he catches it in his mouth, Jack will keep throwing him treats.
All right, if you guys...
So he could go on a run of like 10 treats in a row with Jack.
These are his favorite treats. Not all dogs can handle beef. And I'm not paid to tell you these, but we get them. They have them at Walmart, and Amazon recently had them for less expensive than Walmart. They're human grade treats. Funny story about these. Odelia's on here, so I feel like I could tell the story.
She was jonesing for like a little...
Sit.
We have these Bavarian sausages that almost look like a Slim Jim. And these treats look a little bit like a Slim Jim, and they say human grade
and they smell good.
And Odelia's like, those look tasty. So she tried one, and she's like, she's like, just because it says you can eat it doesn't mean you should.
It's like Odelia. So funny story about those. So my dogs love them, and they're human grade, and we get them on Amazon. So I just heard her say, whack. It was pretty bad. Are those treats made from real humans? Ha ha. They're just human grade. Free range beef recipe. We actually scored. We got some really great organic dog food on clearance at Cal Ranch a while ago. And so they've been living it up. It's like $60 a bag and we got it for 10. Yeah, these are way too long. I need like maybe that much cut off.
How much?
An inch.
There you go.
Thank you. We get asked about this a lot. This is a cordless glue gun that I bought on Amazon, and it hooks to the Milwaukee battery. It does not come with a battery. So if you have a different battery, then just find a glue gun that works with that. But this happens to be the system that we have. I
have tons of those batteries, so we got that one.
I looked at going, because Harbor Freight, I need a bunch shorter.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's going to look good. Harbor Freight has one, but then you have to buy like the whole battery and stuff. And this was only like $30, $40, and we already have all of them. Oh, Jane, I hope your COVID test is negative too. So that way you can get your surgery, get your eyes fixed up.
So are you having to start all over again with the process? And are they able to do that, or what's going on? Hopefully that all works out for you, because that's like I heard that you had to wait, and then it kind of all reverted back to where you were at previous to your surgery because of COVID.
Thank you, Caitlin. She dropped this glue gun in case you guys happen to have the Milwaukee system too. I should like work on my Amazon store, because there are just a few things I get from there. And by a few, I mean I have a close, intimate relationship with my Amazon driver. Actually, we have multiple. And somebody's like, oh, it's a waste to have it delivered. They actually deliver to everybody on my street, and we live in town. So it's probably like in the long run, more effective because they literally just shop for everybody and drop it on their doorsteps.
And more, the fulfillment on the packaging is like a small business that is just selling on Amazon like you would on Etsy.
A lot of people don't realize that, but like we have a friend who is an Amazon seller.
Yeah, their whole livelihood relies on Amazon. That's the only place they sell at.
Okay. I think you're making them a little too short
3D
now.
print.
I need like
board games.
When I get to the bottom, I'm going to need longer ones. That's enough.
Okay.
Sorry.
I'm just plowing through them over
I know. You're doing a most efficient job there. I'm just making sure. This particular foam doesn't really like to let it go too far, so you don't have that much to put it in. Oh, Billy says, do not get the one from Harbor Freight. Hers is horrible. Okay, so
well, ours works really well.
Ryobi makes one too. A lot of people have the Ryobi tools because they're a little bit less expensive. Zeb just has Milwaukee because
I have the Milwaukee.
That's what we started with. His brother gift. You should tell him about your Black & Decker drill that we made, thousands of dollars with.
I had an old Black & Decker drill that I got when we were first married. It was corded. It didn't have the impact ability, so it
was corded. And tell them about the cord.
The cord had worn out. I had used it so much, so I had to put another cord on there, and the other cord was wearing out. And so probably, I think it was like 2016, maybe, my brother got me a Milwaukee drill and an impact, and I haven't looked back. I've got a ton of Milwaukee tools, built this whole house with Milwaukee tools. Not sponsored to say that. Wish they would sponsor me. If you guys hear this, I'll promote you like crazy, but love them. I've dropped the saw off the top of this roof like 6 times and it still goes.
So that's why we have a Milwaukee set, because that's what we started with. But yeah, if you have Ryobi, they make one too. I wish that Milwaukee made a glue gun. They just don't. So I just Googled it one day, and sure enough, because we were really close to just buying the Ryobi battery set just for the glue gun. Yeah. And then, because cordless is super handy, especially when I'm in the shop, like working on displays and stuff. I don't want to have a big old cord.
All right, so this is now just a wreath form. I'm going to trim the rest of these off tight. And we could, watch yourself. We could use this for something else as well.
Do I need to put my safety glasses on?
I don't know. Maybe.
Thanks, Carolyn. She says, I transformed that arrangement. So far I'm into this $4 plus a teeny tiny dab of paint because it takes hardly anything to paint something that small. All right, let's see if I can. It's funny because over here they more tightly, maybe they just had a bunch of little eggs that fell off.
All this cotton for $1.
I know. I would have paid $4 or $5 for that because it actually was cute as is, and I contemplated just selling it as a wreath, but I thought it would be fun to.
Now we're back to basics, and we have a wreath form.
Yeah, we could use that for something else. Actually, what's really cute is to do minimal wreaths where you just take a form like this and you just do a swag kind of.
I've got these big flowers back here. We can try it.
Well, let's work on our other projects first, but we're going to save this. It's going to go in our floral supply. All right, I'm going to put that in there.
What color are you wanting these buckets to go? Do you want to just use up that
What
pink?
Can you do to refresh wood finishes? So if you want to leave stuff natural wood, I love to sand it a little bit and use oil wax. So Sweet Pickins has oil wax in white, dark, black, and clear. And oil wax is a great way to freshen up your wood. If you lightly sand it and give it something to soak into, you could use the white oil wax and give it kind of a pickled look. That's one of my favorite things to do. We actually have, we did it for Waste Not Wednesday a while ago. I don't know if it's kind of a mess, but can you show them that piece that's over there?
Which piece?
Just that piece that we got from your uncle.
Oh, it's a lot.
I have my thrift haul over here that I have not
haul
photographed, so please don't judge me. That's happening after this live. But
here, I'll move some stuff.
We did it for Waste Not Wednesday. This is a good question, so I'm glad you asked. And I loved the wood, but it needed kind of a lighter tone, and I wanted to seal it because it was very, very dry. And so we just used white oil wax, and it gave it the perfect muddled finish.
there's
And
an
so whenever
Uno
I
game,
find furniture that I feel like is dry enough that I could just oil wax, it's like my favorite thing to
there's
do.
an Uno game among other things in
Yeah.
progress, and the thrift
So
hall. This is what the house looks like most of the day.
Yeah, you showed him my Christmas presents in the corner too.
Yeah.
So,
So that was that piece there is natural wood that we just oiled up.
So that's one of my favorite things to do. It was very dry. So I had most of the finish missing. So the oil wax just soaked up and gave it a great pickled effect.
Hopefully
But
you don't get too dizzy.
the oil waxes come in lots of colors and you can buy up to a gallon. Oil wax is what we use to finish our flooring in our entire addition. And I love the way it looks because it just naturally ages, but it keeps things from like staining it, making it look greasy. So, and we also used white oil wax on our kitchen island. This was raw wood. It's probably due again, but you guys know how much this gets abused. And it has really protected the wood and just let it kind of naturally age. So, all right, Zeb, where do I need more cotton?
So I think you need a couple there.
Okay, like on this side?
Yeah.
I'll put one here and maybe there.
All right. So what color do you want these? Do you want these to just go pink as well?
What? I
think this one's a little big for that much pink.
I mean, is anything ever?
Are we going to dark wax it after?
I don't have that much made.
Okay, I'll just.
So what if you paint that? I like gray skies, or if we have any faded burlap.
That's what I was thinking. Is faded burlap.
I just don't know if we have any more. Not faded burlap,
Or
sandy blonde. Yeah.
The sandy blonde we had put.
I think I used all the sandy blonde.
Salt wash in it.
I went sandy blonde crazy. Oops, I want this one to go here. This one's gonna need more because it's got some holes. We're gonna push that up there. You could also take and do like leafy greens in this. Would have been really pretty if that's what you find. Like it doesn't have to all be add white cotton to it. Leafy greens would have been really pretty to fluff this up too.
We're gonna get crazy and mix a color.
You're gonna mix a color?
Yep.
It's getting crazy in here. Zeb's mixing colors. You guys know that's his favorite thing to do. Zeb has an art background, so okay. I think I'm gonna add this.
I got pretty close to all those colors that you were wanting.
Yeah, we mixed up a bunch of fun colors that I mailed out to Debbie.
For the new cottage color release that's coming sometime next year.
Is the oil wax food safe? No, it's not considered food safe. Once it's dry and cured, it's fine.
This is out, right?
It's just
Can
like,
we show this?
Oh yeah, we can show tongue oil is food
So
safe.
I would use this if you're worried about food safe. This is what we use on all our cutting boards and rolling pins to seal them up.
Zeb, you want to show them the rolling pin you made for a neighbor?
Yes.
We don't sell these. We might eventually.
So my neighbor had a walnut tree that was dying, and they had it cut down because it was a big mess and half dead, over half dead. So I kept this. This has been curing outside for 2 years. They don't know that I made this for them. But
and I don't think they watch us.
This is just turned walnut from the neighbor's backyard. And then all I did was seal it up with this tongue oil, and it really made the wood pop and brought out all the detail. And it'll be nicely sealed and usable for a long time.
Oh, yeah, that's too long. Zeb made it for him for Christmas. So
yeah, they're good neighbors. He plows our driveway before I can tell him no every morning with his quad when it snows.
And if you wanted to tint the tongue oil, all you have to do is you could do it 2 ways. You could water down milk paint and do a faux stain, then tongue oil. Or I haven't tried it, but with the hemp oil, I've just taken milk paint, mixed it in with the hemp oil, shook it up, and used it like a faux stain.
I don't know if that focused on that, so I don't know what you guys saw.
They said it was beautiful. I actually wasn't paying attention because I'm over here saving this arrangement.
All right, so we want these. I'm
going to second coat this while you're
making these
painting.
look kind of like crockery. Sandy blonde is a great earthy croc kind of tone. Maybe even if you add a little white swan to it in the DIY. But this is weathered wood. This is kind of our.
This is what we happen to have on hand.
This is our go-to for all sorts of things.
I love weathered wood for like stenciling.
Okay, so I'm going to put a little there. And then this is crinoline, which is like kind of a yellowy cream. Let me see if I don't have a screwdriver out. So back to the spoon it is. Good thing we thrift all of our silverware.
Yeah, somebody was like, I can't believe you drank to your silverware. I'm like, listen, this was all 25 cents at the thrift store or like a giant bag for $1.
It goes through the sanitation cycle in the dishwasher. It gets like 400 degrees.
Oh, I don't think people are worried about that, but they just were like worried about us wasting, like ruining our silverware. We used to have really nice Lennox silverware. Like when I just had 2 kids, I bought service for 12. My sister Karen was like, good luck. And I'm like, this will last forever because it's Lennox. Well, it has lasted forever, but I got about 4 pieces left.
Yeah, we have a couple of the knives. We actually need to get some steak knives. I could only find 2 the other day.
We made steak yesterday because it's gone down. For whatever reason, it's gone down about $10 a pound at Sam's Club, probably because of the drought. But anyways, we had steak for lunch yesterday, and we had all of our kids plus Cooper over here. We had to share a steak knife.
All right, so I have 3 parts crinoline and 1 part weathered wood, and we're going to mix that up and see what we get. Okay, the weathered wood is going to darken the crinoline significantly. Crinoline is kind of a yellow cream, and I'm going to turn it into more of like a brown cream.
I'm going to let this dry.
With the weathered wood.
I may come back with moss later, but I'm going to let this dry. Once it's dry, I will go ahead and do a little distressing or waxing, haven't decided, and then I'll pull that tape off.
All right, the weathered wood went a long way. We probably could have done half of that amount. I'm going to mix up a little bit more just because I need it to be lighter.
Do you steam the florals? If they're dusty, sometimes I will literally, I had a topiary the other day and I was worried if I sprayed it that it would blow off all the stuff. So I took and very painstakingly wiped each individual leaf with a microfiber towel and some gentle cleaner, and I cleaned it up. But it was worth it because I paid it like $5 for it and sold it for 50. So it was worth my time to sit there and clean it. You can also take a can of air, blow that off.
We use my air compressor.
You can use an air compressor. Just be very careful that you don't blow
Sometimes the air
off.
compressor is too strong.
But there's lots of ways that you can do it. And I'm like not concerned if it's like pristine, I guess I should say. Because like, yeah, dust happens, right? Like, especially in our life with what we do for a living. Yep. And I do have like, I have to dust my, like, I have a fiddle fig that I've had for 2 years, and I have to dust those leaves. And I actually have some ferns up there that I keep inside in the wintertime. So
this is going to be a little darker than the Crocker we normally go to. I put too much weathered wood, but I don't need a half a gallon of this mixed up.
Oh, that's a pretty color.
It's a good grayish.
Yeah, that is a good one. Prairie gray is good too.
It's a good neutral. We like to do neutrals with our color so that you can put them in a lot of different settings.
Next thing I love to thrift, I got this entire sheet of dry foam for $2. I literally have no idea what this cost at a regular store, but I'm guessing more than $2. I'm thinking like 16.
The dollar store had little sections of this, probably about maybe a tenth of that for $1.25 now. Okay. Because it's now the $1.25 store.
Anytime I can find floral foam in the craft section of my thrift store, I pick that up. It goes in my supply because I just never know when I'm going to need it. And a lot of times we will do arrangements and things just to make them pretty, but then the person just buys the vessel and doesn't want it. So I don't necessarily glue it in, because especially like we're going to show you how to arrange our little antique soup tureen over there. And I don't want to ruin a California pottery soup tureen. So I like to use this because it holds it in place, but then they can just pull it out. Because this is the most gorgeous vessel ever. And Zeb is going to he has his work cut out for him. There's like floral foam glued in here. Oh, see, Zeb, it was $5. There's a tag.
Yeah, but look on the other side.
Oh.
They gave it to me for $3.
Oh, we got it for $3? Anyways, I hate when people glue it in.
They had double tagged it, and I got it for the cheaper price.
But the cool thing is that this came with all this floral. So we actually will use all the floral. Then we'll take this out, and we'll probably just sell the vessel as is. Because to ship something like this would probably cost $200 because it's so big. So we'll just sell the vessel once we get down to it. Right. Oh, Kathleen says, I clean silk flowers in the top rack of the dishwasher all the time.
Nice.
Can you just do like a cool cycle? How does that work? I've never tried that. So the white oil wax, let me drop a link for you because I don't know.
I'm going to put this, I need somewhere to set this.
I don't know if Caitlin's back on here. Let me just. We sell it on our website. White. I'll just give you the link for all the oil waxes. If you go to our website, jamierayvintage.com, and you just search oil wax, it'll all pop up. But I've copied this. And a lot of times when you just search something, it also will pull up blog posts, which is super helpful because then you can read a blog. Oh, Caitlin's getting the links. Oh, okay, I just didn't know if you're back. Caitlin, Zeb, can you fix the screen?
Oh, yes.
All right, I think I got it on there. You can use the heat gun to warm up the glue and get it off. The problem with that one is that the glue is like on the bottom. So we'll probably like literally Zeb will just scrape it out with a big knife so we can get down to the bottom. All right, you're gonna paint that one and then we're gonna arrange the other one?
Yep.
Okay.
It might need a heat gun if you want to get that out.
Well, it's gonna take us a minute to arrange that. So let's see what happens naturally.
Okay.
Do you need paper to set that on?
I think
we have some scrap paper from the thrift store here.
I think I have enough. I can set it back here, but if you have another piece, that'll work.
We reuse everything. Like my gals at the shop, I'm like, when I bring all my thrift haul in, save all the paper, save all the bags, use it to pack with. Caitlin hasn't left again. All right, sorry, I haven't been paying attention to the chat.
It's Christmas break. All the kids are home. Ours are quietly somewhere, which means something is probably going down that shouldn't.
Well, they shouldn't be playing video games because we're on StreamYard, but I don't know.
We'll see.
I don't know. All right, your bucket is cute.
Okay, I'm going to just wipe that off.
I actually think it's cute. Yeah, I would just leave this the way it is. Only paint the bucket. Yeah. I like the two-tone. I can get that with a washcloth later. Because until you seal it, it's water soluble, so you can wipe it off. We don't do anything when we're using DIY paint. We just paint the metal. Just know that it's going to take like a month to cure completely. So don't do the scratch test like 2 seconds after you paint it. But after about a week
or 2 days,
it's good to go. Yeah. Like we'll seal that up with either wax or like a liquid top coat and it'll be fine.
Okay.
All right. I just don't want to get paint on this. So.
Oh, we can just move all this out.
There we go. It's fine. I'm just going to set it right there.
All right.
Okay. So this we picked up, if you're just tuning in, I picked up a Savers. It was 20% off of $6.99 because Caitlin gave me a coupon that I used. And we're going to cut some floral foam to fit down at the bottom. And then we're going to use this floral that I think I paid.
I think this will work.
$2 for this whole, $1 or $2. I can't remember.
Where did the floral foam
And it's not even like very dusty, which is nice. I love the lilacs and this almost looks, it's hydrangeas or snowball bush. To me, it looks more like the snowball bush. But then there's also these longer ones, which is a different stem. This one even has like the original.
So plastic. Do you need me to put floral down in the bottom?
Yeah,
of this?
Can you cut a piece of foam to fit down?
Do you want
there?
it all the way down in the bottom, or do you want it like sitting?
No, down in the bottom is fine. These are nice and long stems. Disclaimer: I'm not a floral designer, so if you are, maybe change the channel. Because
look away.
Or you could just leave comments. Just know that I'm not a professional. I've not been trained in this. I think this should be enough floral that we can do this. I like things to look kind of organic and not pristinely perfect.
This might be crunchy, sorry. Oh, not too bad.
My only gripe with floral foam is it's kind of messy.
Gets everywhere.
But you're pretty good with that Cutco. That's like a $200 knife.
All right. Back when Harrington was selling us Cutco knives.
All right, we've got our floral foam in here. You could glue it in place. And really, if we put a little bit of hot, maybe we could just do some hot glue. Because just a couple, just to hold it.
Do you want me to round it a little so it fits down in there a little better?
No, doesn't matter. This needs to be in there. So I'm just going to put it on all these edges where it's touching.
Yeah, that'll peel off. The hot glue, the thing about hot glue is it comes off pretty easy.
Yeah, I'm not like going, some of those I'm like, did you use an entire like package of glue? I just want to hold it in place.
Here, but let's get it level.
Okay.
And I think you actually missed the corners.
Floral foam makes my arms itch. I still have Cutco knives when I sold them over Deco.
You didn't put it on the corners, so it's just floating.
Okay. I'll let you do it. You should have put the pot on top of it and chased around it. See, here comes the ideas.
Well, so it's much smaller on the bottom than it is on the top, and we want it to sit down in there.
Well, we could have traced that, I guess.
Oh, yeah. I wasn't worried about it being round.
We could always add extra foam if we need to. All right, so let's start in the middle.
Yes, if that bugs you, trace it.
We only have one of these, so I want it to go in the middle. So can you clip it like there, and then we'll decide if we need to shorten it.
Longer or shorter?
Yeah. Well, you can't make it go longer. So once you clip it, you're committed to at least that level or shorter. All right, poke that in there.
I'll let you do all of the arranging. I'm going to move a couple things over here.
That's taller than I want for this situation. So you can cut it. Let's cut it another. Actually, I might have to, because I just don't want it to be that tall. So cut it like right there, because I kind of want to keep this low. Right
where? Right
cut
here?
Cut it. I want it right there. And I might add those leaves in later. Oh, hey, Kimberly. She says she's normally at work on Wednesdays, but she caught us. All right, now this is going to probably be the tallest point in my arrangement, and then I'm just going to fill in around the edge because I don't want to like make the floral the show. I want, let's do all the purple, and then we'll put in all the white. So if you could just trim these kind of along here, and then we'll figure out where we need to put them. It's a team effort today. If this isn't enough floral, I do have backups.
So here's the thing about these. They're going to be really long. Do you want me to trim them shorter, like right here?
Yeah, but give me something to work with.
Okay.
Let's do one and see how we like it, and then we can always. Yeah, let's trim it even shorter. We'll have to lose that down there, but trim it like right there.
Okay.
Above it. All right. So you can also glue the floral in. I don't like to do it till I'm committed.
That one's a little shorter. Maybe filler in the bottom.
Again, like in oh. That's not good.
Oh, do you need another leaf?
I can put a leaf in later. Oh. We'll just.
Here, I have a little flower we can put on this stem too that's missing.
Where?
Right down here.
I don't think we need one way down there, but you can put it there.
It's got to hide the foam.
We might have to snip this off and this one off. Oh, I got it. Ta-da. Okay, next. Next. I never know how to start it. I always start in the middle, and I feel this is the way I do floral when I'm like decorating for my house too. So I start in the middle, and then I work my way around and fill it in. If anybody is a floral designer and has better ideas, feel free to comment because that would be helpful. Like I said, I like to do things organic, so I don't want it to be the same everywhere, but you do want it to be pretty front and back.
Although this one's really hanging out there.
Well, if we want to cut it shorter, we can. You want to cut it shorter?
I think
we need to. Let's bring that one in. Oh, the glue came up.
Oh,
it's fine.
No.
Oh, look what I did. All right, here, cut that one shorter. Cut that one about like right there.
Right where?
I don't know. Right where? Just right there.
Right there?
Yeah. Yeah, we'll have to.
You're going to have to really zhuzh that one up.
It's now completely loose.
That's okay, because I can pull the whole thing out at once. Although
we're going to fill it in.
If you keep filling it in, it might not be that crazy in there.
Yeah, because it's going to fill it up. Can you cut this one a little shorter, though? Like right there at that nubbin.
There you go.
Leah says, I'm making jewel Christmas trees while I watch y'all. I would love to find a bunch of like jewelry inexpensive. Oh, hold on. This has a bad leaf. Okay.
That one's long. I left it long. I don't know if you want me to cut it.
Yeah, and I don't want. Yeah, that's all right. Just cut it like right there.
We could pull the flower. Or
let's put the flower on top.
We could pull the leaves off of here. Oh, you know what? I can fit the flower with the leaves, I think.
Well, let's do this one here. It's all white.
Hold on. Nope, that's not going to go. There you go.
Yeah, this would be really pretty at Easter,
Oh,
springtime.
here, hold on. Let me cut that off.
I feel like purple and white's pretty
better.
year round.
It's Lehigh colors.
Lehigh. That's right. We say purple, you say white. Purple, white. We say Piners, you say fight. Can you tell I'm a cheer mom?
There you go.
All right, Leslie's got to head out. Bye, Leslie.
All right, so that leaf is bad. We have this leaf here.
Because it's purple and white. Odelia's laughing at me.
Oh no. I won't stab back on there.
Oh, I got all this
that
too.
one's a little thin.
It's going to be mostly white with a little purple. I think we did good though. I didn't even plan it, but there's a little purple and a little purple here, so it's very balanced.
There you go.
Look at me balancing stuff out. Okay. So right now I've got a good base, and I'm just going to come in and just really just fill in this bottom here.
That one's long. So
oh yeah, I need shorter.
How short?
About like this is where
is doing filler.
I'm just filling in the bottom. Well, that's pretty floppy. We're gonna have to. We'll figure it out later.
I can pull it out carefully and reglue it.
Okay.
Do you need just some green to stuff in there?
Can you snip off like that weird little situation there? Do we have any like more purple we can add? I don't know.
Yes, I do have a couple sprigs of purple.
I may have to come in with a damp towel and clean some of the leaves. Oh, that sprig is too short.
Get your hot glue gun out.
I'm like, can I just like attach this to something longer like this? Let's see if I can fit that on there. There we go. All right, that didn't work.
Here, try this one out.
Yes, so Saturday night thrift haul is tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow's Thursday already. Whew.
So I actually should probably get my photographing done today. Okay, I think we just need like something right here, and then this one is pretty well done.
Something right
I just
there.
need one little zhuzhi.
Like,
it can
just
be
greenery?
Yeah, that's greenery is fine, especially down on the bottom.
Here, I have this one that's white.
So this will probably sell for somewhere, because this is worth about $40. So this will probably sell for like $59.95 with the floral. And I paid
Do you need that
$2 for the floral. I have about 20 cents in floral foam because I bought that whole thing for $2. And then it's going right here, a little shorter. So just cut off this bottom one. And what did I say? Oh, and the floral was a couple bucks. So not too much into it, just a little time. And even if this doesn't sell online, it'll look so much prettier in the shop with floral. And I don't want to make it permanent because I actually love these vessels with forced bulbs. So if somebody bought it and they wanted to do forced bulbs, they could do the forced bulbs. Then when they were done, put the floral back in it. But ta-da!
If you really wanted to get serious and leave it permanent, you could do spray foam like the one back here.
Yep. And I love little parts sticking out that are just like unexpected, like this one here and over here, because when I do natural floral arrangements, that's what I'm working on. I don't want things to be just perfect, you know? All right, done with that. I'm gonna move that over here. How is the drying coming? Do we need to get the heat gun out now?
Well, you need to do...
I'll heat gun that and we'll finish up with my little thing, and then we can work on the other vessels.
We added the cotton balls. They were all on a wreath that we dismantled because we needed the cotton balls. Jamie got it for $1, so we weren't sad. And she just kind of filled in all the holes. And we painted this. What pink did you add to this?
What? I don't know why, Caitlin, I don't know why that comment.
That comment's pinned.
Hide current comment. There we go. Got it. I mean, I am excited for Leah, but I don't know. Is this dry? Can you, oh, you know what I forgot to get? You want to give me some sandpaper and some dark wax? So be careful when you're using cottage color and heat gunning it, because it does have a built-in sealer, so it will bubble if you leave it on one space too long. Don't catch the cotton on fire. I will not. It's mostly dry. I'm just
Do you have dark wax out?
No.
Okay.
Now, usually I'm the one running errands. And today it's...
That's all right. The floral's definitely your baby.
Well, I mean, Cooper's taking a floral designing class. Men can arrange floral. I'm going to carefully... Actually, I forgot. I need to leave this on while we wax it. Okay, so let me put this tape back. I forgot I was going to dark wax this. Just want to bring out some of that green because it wasn't a bad undertone. It was just too much for the whole thing. Just a little. Another thing you can do is like a white, like you could add some zhuzhing if you had a few eggs that were damaged. You could add some paint to kind of cover it up, or pull the eggs off and repaint them, because damage happens, especially with the foam elements. This one was just in pretty great shape. All right, I brought back just a little bit of the green. I don't know if you can see that peeking through. Nothing crazy.
All right, dark wax, we're ready for it. I'm going to heat gun my larger one back here. So I just want you guys to see the lighter color because it definitely dried lighter than it was.
I'm just working in small sections.
So I'm probably 4 parts crinoline to 1 part weathered wood on this color if you want to recreate it. It's just a really good light gray that probably in certain lights will lean cream colored.
Faded burlap would also get you there.
Yeah, faded burlap's going to be real close to this.
You do not have to dark wax this. It is already sealed. I just feel like there's so much
You mean
detail.
clear wax it?
No, dark wax. Like it. I'm not
you're
doing
talking
this.
about sealer.
I'm doing this as an accent, not to help seal it.
Gotcha.
If you get too much dark wax on there, you can use clear wax to pull it back. You could even though you're not supposed to, on decor, I do it all the time. You come back a dry brush on some of the pink, but it's doing pretty good. I'll show it to you up close when I'm done. I'll pull the tape off.
Do we want to put a stencil on this? Or do you want to just leave it?
We could. I just don't know how much time do we have. It's 10:50, so let's just get some arranging done.
I think just these tall ones might work in there.
Yeah, I'll let you go hog wild. That's yours. Those are your buckets. You bought them. You own it. If we don't finish it here, we could also finish it tomorrow night tomorrow night for the thrift haul video, because these are part of the thrift haul. So I'll get them photographed and listed there.
I don't want to cut them. I'm just going to bend them down.
Yeah, we do that all the time with floral. Just bend it.
There we go. See, this one's already been bent down. These are IKEA leftovers.
Yeah, sometimes I get flowers on clearance at IKEA. They have pretty inexpensive greenery. And people buy it in the shop, even though you could just go to IKEA and buy it. I don't mark it up.
They discontinue stuff, though.
Yeah, that is true. And sometimes they just see it in something like our sugar molds. I like to use their little succulents in there. Actually, I need to go to IKEA today and get curtains.
I'm going to need a lot more flowers.
Well, you have a lot in that display behind you.
I don't know if these go, though.
Well, I don't know. I don't know. I can help you pull it together. I just want to show this one display too.
Oh, someone got real fancy. They have the picks.
Yeah, that's bougie. That was probably a very expensive, like $400 floral arrangement back in the day. Yeah, I like those big white with the pinks on them.
I also have these.
Yeah, I think I
want this coming up out of the center.
I'm going to get some moss and just tuck it in underneath this ledge, but not right now because I don't have any. I don't think you want to stay here while I go to the dollar store.
So this is like a tree that's blossoming. We might ditch that one.
All right, let's see what we got here. So if you want to see what this looked like before, and you're just tuning in, you'll have to watch the beginning. But here is my, it's just got a little bit of dark wax, especially bring out that detail right here that you wouldn't ordinarily see. I will buff it in some more and hit it in a few spots. But I think that it turned out pretty great. What do you think?
I'm just stuffing stuff in at this point, and then I'll zhuzh it and arrange them later. I don't think I want those reds. I think those are going to be too bright.
I mean, we've been here an hour, and if we weren't filming, I could probably have done the work of the two of us in an hour. So this is pretty, like, quick way to do things.
There's no floral foam in this. We're just filling it up.
Yeah, we can put floral foam later, and we're just filling it up with random florals.
So my idea is this one in the
center. Did you leave some of these long?
Some of them are a little long, yeah.
So you could do that. I think floral foam, Zeb, would help you because you're just flopping all over the place here.
Yeah, I want to fill it up that much.
Okay.
I have a lot of flowers.
Which paint can I use to create a wash so I can see my wood grain coming through? Any of the DIY paints, you could water them down. We used on our oak flooring upstairs in the kids' bathroom. I think it was White Swan. Maybe it was beadboard. And I just painted it on the raw flooring, watered it down, and just kept going to do a wash, and then I sealed it. Or you could use white oil wax, give your wood a pickled look. So it just kind of depends. Cynthia says she thinks they need to be longer. I actually like mine shorter and closer to the vessel. It's just personal preference. You're doing you have a future in floral design, I think.
I think I'm out of everything but these big tree situations, though.
I think that's cute. Yeah, this one, you're right. That's too much.
Wait, I did want that one in the middle, but I need to like fill in around it, like build up to it. There you go. Here, I have another one of those.
You want to put it on the other side? Oh, that's cute. All right, we will actually finish this one and the other one tomorrow night. We'll do a stencil, seal them up, and finish arranging them. So if you have not already set your alarm clock, we're doing our Saturday night thrift haul. We're moving it to Thursday this week because of Christmas. So Thursday, December 22nd, December 22nd at 8:30 Mountain Time will be our thrift haul this week. And next week, it will also be on Thursday because of when New Year's Eve falls. We'll get these finished up for the thrift haul, along with a bunch of new stuff that we thrifted. Was it yesterday? Day before yesterday? Monday? It's all mushing together. If you like any of the paint products you saw, visit JamieRayVintage.com. If you're watching this months from now on the replay, if you go to our Saturday thrift haul collection, you can find all of our thrift flips, floral arrangements. It's all on there. And we did just add a bunch of new markdowns to our sale collection. So go to Jamie Ray Vintage, click sale, and you can see what we did on our live yesterday and what we added to that collection.
I don't know.
I like it. That's really good.
That's zhuzhed enough.
All right, let's bring all of our arrangements that we finished. You're like a ninja. Ta-da!
It's hard for me to do organic. I like things very even.
If you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to Jamie Ray Vintage for more
DIY.
Bye, guys. Have a great Wednesday.
I'm hiding back here.
No, it's 8:30 Mountain Time.
Yeah.
Did I say 7:30? I meant 8:30.
8:30 tomorrow night.
8:30 Mountain Time. Same time, just different day.
We'll send texts and push notifications if you have those set
Yeah,
up.
no, 8:30. That's same time.